Good evening, folks. This is Deb with a giant shut the fuck up to the Republican Party. You know, they're out there whining and sniveling now that the Democrats have stolen their mantra from them. They've stolen their patriotic positioning from them. I have some really bad news for the Republican Party. The fact that they think they're patriots shows me just how delusional and sick they really are. And by the way, nobody owns that mantra. There are plenty of Democrats all across this nation who have served this country well. From my perspective, my grandparents came over here from Italy through Ellis Island. Every single one of my uncles was a Democrat. Every single one of my uncles served in World War II. My Uncle Joe actually shipped out at the age of 17. So the Republicans can shut the fuck up. Their leader, Commander Orange Boob, he found a shitbag doctor to write him an excuse so he would not have to serve. Commander Bone Spurs has never served a day in his life. Commander Bone Spurs is the guy who said to one member of his staff who was visiting Arlington National Cemetery with him, without cameras, by the way, this was a while ago, said to John Kelly about his son, "I don't understand why he did it. What was in it for him?" That's a guy who doesn't understand service or patriotism. Let's talk about some of the other unpatriotic stuff he did. How about calling the white supremacists who marched through a Virginia college campus with their torches blazing, screaming about the blood of our nation being poisoned? How about him calling them good people? How about him inviting 10,000 thugs to Washington, D.C. to break into the Capitol with the intention of zip tying Nancy Pelosi and hijacking her and building gallows outside to hang the Vice President of the United States, Mike Pence? How about that? Is that patriotic? You tell me. I guess in the delusional mind of his MAGA followers, if they really seriously thought the election was stolen, which it wasn't, turned down by over 60 courts, then maybe that's unpatriotic. But I consider their actions unpatriotic, and I consider his actions unpatriotic for stoking that violence. How about hanging out with guys like Vladimir Putin and inviting Viktor Orban into the country to speak to the conservatives? How about love letters from Kim Jong-un? Is that patriotic? Is stealing government documents and putting them in the shitter at Mar-a-Lago and allowing every moron on the planet to see it like Kid Rock, a guy who hasn't got two brain cells to rub together? How about visiting Arlington National Cemetery with the intention of filming, even though he knew he wasn't supposed to do that, and then using it in a campaign video on TikTok to blame Joe Biden for the withdrawal from Afghanistan? And how about one of his staff members doing the same thing? That's not patriotic. That's the exact opposite of patriotic. And you know what? He also broke a federal law, but they give him more breaks than they give any other average American because his pathetic orange ass should be in prison right now. He is actually out on bail, awaiting trial. And his part of the deal for him being out on bail is that he will not break any more laws, federal or state, while he broke them. He broke them by doing what he did at Arlington National Cemetery. There is no excuse for that. None. He knew exactly what he was doing, standing there giving the thumbs up with that stupid grin on his face. Who the hell does that in an area like that? Nobody I know that's a patriot, that's for damn sure. You know, the Republican Party is the antithesis of what patriotism is all about. They are traitors, plain and simple. Plain and simple. There is no other way to describe this. They are infuriating. And you know what? The American people have an opportunity on November 5th to do something extremely patriotic, like save this country from going down the same path as Germany did. That's our job as patriots, is to vote on November 5th to send this pathetic, mentally ill scourge on American history to the dustbin where he belongs. There is no room in America for Donald Trump, and there is no room in America for the Republican Party as it stands right now. The only patriots that the Republicans have are the ones that showed up at the convention and publicly stated that they were going to vote for Kamala Harris. And today, Liz Cheney endorsed her. That's what patriots look like. The people who put country before party. That is not what the Republican Party is interested in doing. They will happily overthrow this government again to retain power. They have no soul, and they are not patriots. I will talk to you later.